So, number 9. Number 9. You see, these tend to get real intense and real important as we get down the list. Open communication and transparency. So, for some of you guys that do local competitions, you coach yourself, right? Like through the competition. Maybe Todd is programming for you, but if your coaches are at some other event, you decide to go do another event, you're probably there coaching yourself. It's a good habit. It's good to learn how to get into. Because really, you got to learn how to have an open line of communication. If the 4 of us are on a team, we need to be able to communicate. The second he starts talking shit about me to him, JP's not putting in enough time. He's not, he's not here to win. He's just bullshitting around during training. He's not meeting his duties. It's bullshit, but he doesn't tell me. That's just harbored resentment. Tension starts to break out, or the second I try to chime in on an idea, what's he going to do? It's like, fuck you weren't here. We already came up with this yesterday. You weren't here for meeting. What's going to be my fire back? Whatever it is my personality begets. You were here, whatever. I've been here longer, or faster, taller, whatever it is. You know what I mean? Probably both. So, probably faster, certainly taller. What I'm saying is I can probably take it 100 meters. If you were on your knees, you'd probably be able to reach you. That's what I'm saying. So, open communication and transparency. You gotta just be super honest with each other. So we have a rule where this sounds like really cheesy, guys, but it works for us. And I can only tell you based on the success that we've had, it's been pretty successful. All right? And that's this. If we have issues, and I'll give live examples. Man, we had an issue. I love to give personal examples so you know that this shit's real and happens to everybody. We had an issue. We were all training a couple weeks back, maybe 3 weeks ago, and we're training hard. It's on a Saturday. It's hot. We're like getting through all this volume. We do lots of volume training. A lot of mixed personalities where you're going through this. It's on a Saturday. The game season's so long. You freaking defined your duties 10 months ago. You're not really sure you can clear anymore on why you're there on Saturday. Like a significant other hates you now. You're probably divorced. Maybe the job's on the rocks. Like, you're not sure what's going on in life anymore. You don't even know how to define anything at this point. You're just like muscle memory lifting weights. We're in there training. And we have like a lapse in judgment. So I'm training. And by the way, I'm not the team captain. Even though I'm the affiliate owner, I'm not the team captain or the head coach. Because my responsibility is just to be the best team athlete I can be. If I take on too many responsibilities, you confuse which hat you're supposed to wear and when you wear it. All right, so I'm humble enough to just let it go. All right. A potential future athlete, team member, like a really solid athlete, is moving in town from another region and they have to be at the gym. They came late, so we're in the middle of working out. And we'd already been through like an hour and a half of volume, and I said, you know what, just for the brand, for respect, for everything, I need to stop what I'm doing for a minute, because it's long enough, like I just knew it. I made the judgment call, and I just stopped over and said, look, start talking, one of the teammates screams at me, get back on the bar. Now, from an owner standpoint, you just want to be like, fuck you. You know, from a male to a female point, you want to be like, fuck you, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm just being really honest and transparent. These animalistic instincts come out when you're in a sense of like testosterone. Let's just be honest, you know?
Right.
I mean, that's just what happens, guys. Shoot. So I looked over and I would have been equally wrong by stepping up and shooting back. But what did I do? I just became bigger than the situation. I just ignored it. And I went back and I just looked at it. I was like, shit. Emotions, emails. She's like, I know. You know, we were just talking. We went on a different tangent, talking about other stuff. Relationship was developing. I want to make sure that I don't want to lose this opportunity. This is an athlete that is choosing gyms. All right? It's like the draft. I'm the agent. I need this athlete. So we do it. what happens immediately when we're done communicating? I finish the workout and I call up an emergency team in private, right? Because when you're transparent and communicating, you always praise in public and you reprimand in private. What's that? Miracles. So I was like, hey guys, let's take a quick meeting in the back room. Boom, we went in the back room, I sat down, and I was just like, don't ever talk to me like that for no other reason than respect. You know? No other reason than respect. And immediately, there didn't need to be any other argument, but here's why this works. Here's why this works. It's the same reason I've never been married. I'd like to. I just need to learn how to do this in a non-athletic situation, and we might be all right. We might be all right. I said never to win. I think I'll win.
That's when you go.
That's right. Unfortunately, I'll dance around that. We can do things that make you change your respect. Anyways, so the reason why there was respect was because everybody on the team knew we all train equally as hard. We all hit our expectations. We're all meeting our requirements for training. We're waking up last Sunday, at 7:30 to get into the pool by 8:30 in the morning, Because why? Because we had a beach day, and we couldn't use the fact that we're training to not be at our community event for our gym. So it's important that our team is made up of mostly coaches. We need to be there. So we have all these other responsibilities. We get it. So what do? We train in the morning, we do it. So we're all committed. So we can have this argument where I can say, you should never talk to me like that. That's it's totally forbidden. If an issue like that were to happen, that's grounds for being kicked off the team and the alternate steps in, because that goes against who made your pick. You know where it ended at? It wasn't, I did it because, because there's never going to be a win. Not just because it's a female, because once you get into a button to because, you're fucked. However, it worked with respect, and it was, you know what? Just like you, I was caught up in the workout, my emotions were high, and all I could think about is us winning, and I just wanted the best for us. I didn't take into account who we were talking to, and I had a slip of judgment. I apologize, and I was just like, boom, let's go finish what we have to do. It's like, we didn't have to talk in. Let's go back. 5 minutes later, it was like it never happened. It just didn't matter. We've all had a lapse of judgment. Let me tell you something. When you're starting to get into intensive training, you have high expectations for yourself. Maybe you're different than I am. You'll have lapses of judgment. All right? You're gonna have a bad day where you're, hitting 70% of your standard 1 RM is like you're down to 3 RM that day, and you're like, great, I'm getting worse. I'm actually getting worse. And now shit starts to fly across the room. You start to get pissed. You think taking a box is going to make you stronger. You think taking the barbell and slamming it as physically hard as you can into the ground is going to make you more of a man. There's a lot of things